On this path, you have to remember that everything that grows you feels like it's going to kill you. I haven't been able to work out for almost a week now. It's a passion of mine. At one point, all I did was eat, sleep, and go to the gym. It was my obsession, and I enjoyed the pain. It was my love. With everything in my life, I've only been able to work out this time for a week, like once a week. And it makes me forget who I am. It makes me forget what I loved so dearly. And to go back into something that I told myself was good for me, which the gym is, I can't lie. But I hated every second of my workout today. And yet it was something that I devoted my entire life to. I still want it to be a purpose in my life because I have a dream, a physique, a weight that I want to sit at, a type of weight that I want to rep, a vision of what I look like with my dream physique. That I will get one day. But when you are on self-improvement, everything that happens to you feels like you are dying. And you delude yourself with what really life is about. You think living is the enjoyment of having that chocolate, of scrolling on your phone all day. And if you could only be slapped out of it, you realize how neurotic you are. I've had a lot of things going on with my life right now. A lot of living without much thought, just going through the motions to try to survive. And when I would sit there for that few moments right before bed where I could finally relax and truly have quietness, I would think of the things that I did that day. How neurotic, how much I was chasing dopamine, whether it was a hit from a vape or drugs or alcohol or my anger or lust or scrolling on Instagram over and over and over again. I thought, how pathetic am I to crawl back into the same place I was 4 years ago when I was suicidal, to get back into that depression, that same stupid life of trying to find something. And it is forging your life by the fucking grit. By against the grain, for everything that ever happens to you that's going to improve your life is painful. The death of the loved one, no matter how many times you pour your eyes out, you're going to be appreciative to life, to love, for the lessons that they were there in your life for the sunny days, for the rain. You'll grow more appreciative for certain things by the pain of it. And you realize that's actual growth. When things fucking change, not the go to school and scroll on your phone and maybe hit that workout, go to the gym, blah, blah, same old bullshit. And it builds up. You're meant to live, and life is the discomfort. Some people face the discomfort once and then they settle because it was so much that they glanced at freedom, at success, at a moment of triumph, of plunder. For example, some of you guys, maybe you got a girlfriend. A majority of the times, my friends, my people around me, they had one moment, maybe by the grace of God, they explain it by with full intentions, looking deeply into my soul as they pour out their heart. And they say, Maxwell, it's like I had to go talk to her. And I just said my pure intentions out of my heart. And then we got together. And then so far, yeah, I've had that. That was one glimpse of true freedom into the fear. Now imagine if you had more of those experiences. Maybe it wasn't just one relationship and, half the time you realized that girl wasn't that amazing or you weren't that amazing of a man. But a lot of people settle by that one triumph of discomfort. You live a week with a lot of those. Like every single day you do something like that, you grow so much. And there's ways to go about that. But it is this idea of everything that grows you is painful. The gym fucking sucks. And days it's not that glorified thing you see on the internet where it's amazing. When you actually grow and you see your disgusting body in that mirror that you want to get rid of, that you want to transform into a Greek god of a statue. You say, I have to work out so fucking hard. I have to eat all my macros. I gotta sleep. I gotta learn for this life to physically change it. Same thing when you're broke and you gotta start a business and you're there, stuck again with the only few hours you have per week, and you're spending it confusingly trying to build something. Or you're so lonely that you think, how the fuck am I supposed to have friends? And you chase that social interaction. Every moment is like your heart is exposed fully, and life is a whole bunch of daggers poking at it. And when you embrace the fear, understanding that stuff grows you, because when you look back and you say, oh, maybe I should have just played it safe, had great soft moments. You look back and you realize all those years I've spent in the gym actually did build me a great physique. I just want more. Yeah, I was with a lot of girls, but I want better. I can't settle for those ones. I've grown. I can't settle for saying hello to one new person a day. I gotta do 5. I gotta grow. Because when you're stagnant in life, you are cutting yourself off. Look into my eyes. You think I've enjoyed this past month? And I don't want to come on here and bicker and complain, but look into my eyes. I've done jack shit this month. Some good YouTube videos, yeah, some growth, some decent workouts. But my progress has been so slow because I haven't pursued it. Because I haven't lived in the fear of living an authentic life and embracing fear like a woman in bed, not over violating it, not pulling back, but softly pressing against it and becoming something. Or you could just have one little moment. Oh, you got that job. Oh, it's so scary. And then you stick for the rest of your life, and you're those pathetic fucking losers at those 9-to-5 jobs. That they had dreams, they had admirations, they wanted to be a music fucking music. They wanted to do something with their lives. And look at them, they're 35 working their dead job, bitching and moaning. But a moment of fear comes into their life and they fold under nothing. This is a life that we run, that we race towards. The things I want, you want. And either we run in this battle like brothers, you give up, or you kill your opponents. I speak with this in my heart because there was a time where I didn't understand this. Where I was sad, I was depressed, I didn't know how to live my life. And sometimes you pick up your feet and you run and you make the progress. And then you take a little break. And you forget how to run. You forget how much it hurts, how sore it is. But then you remember the little steps that you learned many years ago. How to critique your form, how to build a schedule. You find some help. You find some courage, some motivation, some stuff to keep you consistent. And you remember why you started running. You find that running high, and you fall in love in it again. Maybe you take a little rest. But at the end of the day, you'll get to the finish line. As long as you live fully, knowing you're going at the pace that you can do. Not over-exalting yourself. And not playing it too safe. I wanted to hop on this video today. And just really express my emotions on life right now. And hopefully you understand that there's no difference between a coward and a hero. They're the exactly same person. Except it's the hero that does what the coward does not. And the hero runs into battle, accepting his fate. I don't have any actual steps today, besides what you can take from this video. I'm not here to explain everything for you. I just want to let you know an insight into this world and how you have to live it. That every day you run away from your authentic self is another day you live less. The more out in fear and the more you chase freedom are the times you actually grow and look back with the most smiles. Awkwardness is underexpressed emotion. So don't be awkward being truly who you are or scared. Maybe you haven't done it before, but I'm sure you can do it now. I'm Maxwell. I appreciate if you like and subscribe. Comment down below and I'll see you in the next video.